As like we said, meeting in the middle, Falcons are ready now. Sharpsville coming out. Big thing to look out for, Sharpsville. Max Staunch, number 34 for them, and James Thomas, number 10, bringing some extraordinary height. Looking like these two are standing at least 6'5", and maybe even a little bit above, as it is Max Staunch going to the center court with Joe Roth. Joe Roth going to be acting as the big as he usually does in this one. Carter Owens, though, getting the start freshman, valuable starting time for Owens tonight, as Staunch gets it to Carter Owens, as Allen Underwood immediately to Vaughn, and the quick starting Falcons with a three-pointer up and in already, and it's 3-0 Fitch to start. Running the other way, out of bounds it goes, keep it with Sharpsville. As Staunch goes to the backcourt, gets it to Lindsay. Lindsay matched up with Carter Owens as he crosses that half-court line. Lindsay with his right looking to that corner in which Staunch takes the three-pointer, had the height advantage. They get the offensive board, does Sharpsville, kicking it back out to that corner. And dribbling it out is Lindsay. Lindsay tries to feed in, intercepted by Owens into the hands of Vaughn. Deshaun Vaughn bringing it up over to Carter Owens. They swing it to that corner. Vaughn gets it again, thought about the three, back to Sherwood. Sherwood strokes a distance shot, couldn't get it as the rebound into the hands of Staunch. Here come the Blue Devils. Staunch with his left, switches to his right, now back to his left. Vaughn was on him. Picked up his dribble, had to feed off to Thomas. Thomas takes it himself with the shot up. Offensive board, Staunch with the look, takes it inside with the running floater off the glass. And a quick timeout, 30-second timeout by Coach Beanie, as Blue Devils get back within a single point, 6:47. We'll take a real quick one as well. Timeout here, ysnlive.com. Be back right after this.
I enjoy the fact that I come to work every day. I'm proud of what I do, and I go home to my family, and I set a good example for my children. And to see that I'm able to help someone in the situation that I might have been in, it makes me feel really good about it. Take your time, make sure you're comfortable, so that way when you leave here saying, I'm not only happy about the car, I'm satisfied with my experience. I'm completely satisfied. I'm Greg Fonda, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Welcome back, everyone. Outside of the 30-second timeout by the Falcons, leaves them with 4 on the game. Sharpsville, of course, still with the 5. Fitch leading it 3-2. They went to Owens in the corner. Carter Owens fell short with his three-point attempt, trying to save it, and they're going to keep it Falcons ball. Off of Sharpsville last at 6:32. Inbounding going to be Sherwood. Owens had it, dribbles in, passes back out. Vaughn, nice looking jumper. Oh man, he's feeling it tonight. Second triple for him, 6 points, all of them for Deshaun Vaughn right now. 6-2, 6:15. Here comes Max Staunch. Staunch feeds to his left. Now that pass to the top of the key. And Thomas dribbling with his right, gets to that corner, kicks out to Staunch again with Roth on him. Staunch stolen away. Deshaun Vaughn, coast to coast, bucket scored. Deshaun Vaughn versus the Blue Devils right now, all 8 for Vaughn. 8-2 lead for Fitch. As the other way, Blue Devils running it, scoring attempt is met with a contact, and a foul going to be called on the Falcons in the act of shooting as well. So Brock Lindsay going to go to the line for a pair, chance to cut into this lead a bit for the Falcons, currently standing at 6. As the first one takes a bounce off back iron and jumps out of the bucket. Lindsay looking to go 1 of 2 now at the line. Second one falls short, but an offensive board for Lindsay, who came up with it as it went the long way with the rebound. Nice back cut and pass with another foul attached to it. No bucket, but we'll get 2 free throw attempts is James Thomas. as the big man now will step to the line for a pair of free throws. 4 free throw attempts already in the first quarter for Sharpsville, as 5:32 already in the first quarter. Stepping to the line for his first, and that first one clips the front of the rim. And Thomas now with the second attempt. Second one falls. 8-3 now. As Blue Devils get another point up, Underwood dribbles to the top. The handoff to Sherwood. Goes to Carter Owens. Open look, distance shot. In and out it goes. Rebounded by Campbell. As Liam Campbell pulled down the rebound. Staunch now. Back off to Thomas. Feeds it to Staunch. Staunch trying to get off of that screen. Picked up his dribble. Went back to Thomas. James Thomas with Sherwood matched up on him. Thomas picks up his dribble now. Off that pivot foot. Went back to Staunch. Staunch rolling off the defender. Picked up the dribble. Again kicking out to that corner. Trying to move the ball frantically off the screen into the lane. Shot up. Blocked though by Deshaun Vaughn. Deshaun Vaughn trying to get it to Underwood. And the pass a little bit too strong for Vaughn. Trying to go the distance with that one. Out of bounds. It goes back to Sharpsville. As Staunch, the one inbounding from the baseline. He goes to Thomas. Thomas running it on that far side sideline. Able to keep his dribble. Picked it up now. Goes over to Staunch. Gets himself into that corner. He lost the dribble after Sherwood knocked it loose. Thomas with the spin move. Big man trying to create some space. Rolls off the defender. What a bucket by Thomas. James Thomas scores it. 8-5. Back within a single bucket are the Blue Devils. As Vaughn now dribbling it around the logo of the midcourt stripe, gives way to Underwood. Falcons quickly starting into their offense. Sherwood, though, gets stopped up. They go to that corner, baseline drive. Underwood gets stopped up. Faking one way, Sherwood gives to Underwood. Underwood strokes the distance shot. In and out it goes again. Running it the other way. Down by 3. Stop, pop, three-pointer finds the mark. Max Staunch ties it up 8 apiece. As Vaughn now goes to his right, and Sherwood, as the shot up goes up, and grabbing the offensive board is Roth. Roth kicks out to Underwood. Underwood drives with his right, goes to the corner. Vaughn, quick fire release. A little bit too strong, rebounded from the back. Thomas running it. Max Staunch loses it as Vaughn able to knock it out of bounds. They'll keep it with Sharpsville. 8-8 all, 3-10 in the first. Falcons committing 2 fouls. Sharpsville with none. 4 timeouts left for Fitch, 5 for the Blue Devils. Lenzie back to Staunch. Staunch has Roth on him at that top of the key. Feed to the free throw line. Looking to get back out to Staunch. Staunch now off the screen. Gets baseline. Met by 2 Falcons. Pass it out, but a traveling violation is called on Staunch, and they're going to give it back to Fitch. Evan Solly checking in for Roth, the primary sub for Roth. Roth and Solly hand in hand all season. Vaughn bringing it up to 44 and ticking now in the first quarter. Vaughn has all 8 of the Falcons' points. It truly is Vaughn versus the Blue Devils right now. As Underwood kicks out, the shot up, no good, rebounded, and a foul that time called on the Falcons. Cecil Fidram, the one that gets called for it, number 3. As Staunch inbounds to Thomas. Thomas trying to run it on Fidram. Nice defense by Fidram. Fidram, a swarm on defense, getting it out to Sherwood. Sherwood tried to get it to Underwood. Nice steal by Thomas, and a timeout being called by Sharpsville as they want to talk things over. It's going to be their first timeout. Leave both teams with 4, 8, 8, all 2-12 in the first. Ty Bartell, ysnlive.com. Be back right after this.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Welcome back, everybody. 2 minutes, 5 seconds remain in the first quarter of play. Sharpsville with the ball. No lead right now for either team. 8-8. Sharpsville looking to break that, and they will. Liam Campbell makes it an 11-8 game with a three-pointer, finding the mark. Out to Sherwood, back to Vaughn. Vaughn goes to Sherwood. Sherwood lost the handle on it momentarily, was able to regain it. Vaughn finding Sherwood. Sherwood corner three. He matches a three of his own. Bang, bang, back and forth, 3-3. 11-11, minute 33 in the first. Liam Campbell, the one who just hit the three, gives way to James Thomas. Cecil Fidram on him. James Thomas had to kick out to Campbell. Campbell tries to get the baseline, lost the handle on it off of Campbell's foot. And back to the Falcons as Sharpsville turns it over with a minute 15 to go. As Vaughn goes over to Sherwood. Corner into Underwood. As Underwood driving baseline, getting stopped up, has to pass back out. Quick pass to Sherwood, three-pointer. Bang, bang, it goes back and back. 2 in a row for Sherwood as he's hit 2 triples. He has 6 points now as 2 players responsible for 14 here. 8 for Vaughn, 6 for Sherwood. 41.3, Falcons with a 3-point lead. Sherwood checking out, Carter Owens checking in. As Fitch to inbound, they go over to Underwood. Underwood to Carter Owens, open corner three, too short. Carter grabs the rebound out to Underwood. Underwood looking for the drive, finds Owen again. Underwood baseline, got in front, kicks to the corner, corner three up again, and they're hitting again. This time to Sean Vaughn Jr. Splashes one home, 17-11, 11 points for Vaughn in the first. Fight for that ball, able to get it out. Nice job, drive baseline, try to go with the reverse layup. Offensive board by Sharpsville, out, 3-point, staunch. No good, a little bit short on the attempt. 2 seconds and ticking, gonna step in, three-pointer up. No good for Vaughn. As 17-11, end of one quarter. Deshaun Vaughn Jr. having a show to start. 11 points in the first for Vaughn. 6-point lead for Fitch. We go to the second. Be back right after this.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. If we don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second quarter as the Falcons catching fire from distance right now. 5 triples in the first quarter for Fitch, as 3 of them coming from Vaughn, 2 of them coming from Sherwood. as that's made up 15 of the 17 Falcons offensive points. Coming out of the second quarter, it is going to be Sharpsville with the ball. Poked loose to Sean Vaughn, having himself a game, a baker's dozen for Vaughn. The steal and score, and it is 19-11. As Vaughn almost swiped that one loose again. Back out, three-pointer shot up for Sharpsville. Grabbing the offensive board, James Thomas. Big man fights his way in. Let the big man eat a couple of offensive boards for Thomas. He gets a bucket to convert. Sherwood steps into a three, left it short, rebounded by Thomas. Into Stotch. Stotch, though, traveling violation before putting the ball on the hardwood. As Sherwood going to be inbounding. 7:21 in the first half, went to Vaughn. Vaughn passes off to Owens. Owens open look, open three-pointer, finds the mark, timeout, Sharpsville. Or excuse me, no, far side official. I thought it was the official calling timeout. No, they were adjusting the net. Pointing towards the bench, I thought, no, just pointing towards the net. It was that far baseline official making the call. 22-13. Fitch now leads it. Baseline try. James Thomas again with the bucket. Minute into this quarter, James Thomas already with a pair. He has 7 on the night. Saw Lee goes off to Sherwood, finding Vaughn. Now to Owens. As Vaughn looking to get it to Owens. Owens, three-pointer. Another three-pointer for the Falcons. Might be icy outside, but right now in Austintown, all they're calling is for rain as the seventh three-point attempt for the Falcons to hit the mark. 21 points of the 25 for Fitch coming off of three-point attempts. As the Blue Devils staunch tried to go for the three, rebounded by Fidrum, goes out to Vaughn. Vaughn on a dime from Sherwood to Vaughn for the bucket. Vaughn again, 15. Go out, James Thomas. James Thomas almost losing the handle. Way to keep a hold of it. Whistle blown. And they're going to call that one on Fidrum. Cecil Fidrum picks it up. 4 fouls now for Fitch at 5:57. Fitch now going to substitute their freshman and Marcel Finkley. As a couple freshmen and Marcel Finkley and Carter Owens that get some generous playing time here at the varsity level. And honestly, getting that as in this Austintown program, it's not something that to be taken lightly because Fitch doesn't and hasn't typically started a whole lot of freshmen, and it's usually more towards your junior and senior year, sometimes sophomore year you'll get starting time.
Has been called on the Falcons. Sharpsville will get 2 free throws.
Technical foul now as one of the officials addressing it. Technical foul to the Falcons. It's going to send Sharpsville to the line for a pair of free throw attempts. Empty box, empty paint as Stotch going to be the one taking them, and he makes his first attempt, gives him half a dozen on the night at 6. As Stotch goes 2 for 2. And of course, technical fouls are 2 free throws and possession, so it brings them back within 10 and will also give them the ball. As Stotch goes to the backcourt to get it to his target, Trantel. As Trantel left open, he takes a three-pointer. Trantel trying to make him pay. Nice rebound. Thomas again, causing all sorts of issues for the Falcons in the rebounding department. He also has 9 points of offense to help. As Saul Lee over to Vaughn, right back to Saul Lee. They go to Sherwood. Sherwood to Finkley. As 5:24, Finkley goes to Carter Owens. Owens looking for the cut, fakes one way, goes to the inside, and Sherwood back out. Now to Solly. Owens, open look, three-point attempt, no good. Going for the rebound, nice save, but into the hands of Sharpsville as Vaughn tried to save it. Recovering it was Liam Campbell. As James Thomas now with 9 points. Off to Trontel. Colin Trontel with Deshaun Vaughn on him, tries to dribble with his right. Hands off to Campbell. Campbell to Staunch. Staunch inside to James as the hold down low, and they're going to call that one on Sherwood. As Sherwood with the injury now on Sherwood. And it looks to be the left shoulder right now, and not the dominant hand. Of course, you always worry about that with Sherwood, the quarterback, too, playing for this Falcons team and going to the next level for colleges. Obviously, you worry about that, but not the throwing hand of Sherwood, as we obviously wish the best of all the health and future endeavors for all our student athletes. Hopefully, we get a word on Sherwood's condition, and we'll be able to update you here as quickly as possible, as we'll get word on that as it develops, as the Sharpsville Blue Devils do have possession, tried to pass it in, goes out of bounds off of the Falcons. 27-19, Fitch still leading it. Sharpsville will have the ball, though, as it went off of the Falcons, looking to inbound, getting it inside. The handoff to Staunch. Staunch with Joe Roth on him. Screen set, trying to be set by James Thomas. Kicks out, three-pointer is up. No good, and they send it back the other way on the foul by Sharpsville. They're going to call that one on Ted Rowe. 4:29 now in the second quarter of play, and bringing it up is Vaughn. 2-3 zone sitting in for Sharpsville right now. Trying to swing it to Owens. Back out to Roth. Now to Vaughn. Vaughn gives to Carter. Underwood tries to get to that baseline, has to go to Owens. Carter Owens, three-pointer, finds the mark again. As that is 8 3-pointers, 3 for Owens. Carter Owens now 9 points of his own. Falcons, like we said, 8 triples here in the first half of play. Trying to roll off. And Tronto loses it, but they will keep it with Sharpsville. 3:43 remains in the first half of play. Sharpsville with the ball, trailing by 11. Falcons bringing that press, trying to go for the steal. Owens just avoided it. They kick it inside. James Thomas again. He gets the double digits, 11 points for him. Vaughn kicks off to Owens. Owens goes to Roth. Roth dribbles to that wing, back off to Vaughn. Vaughn goes to Owens again. Owens to Finkley. Finkley, nice pass inside, reverse layup attempt. Joe Roth left it a little short, all the way coast to coast. Jam sandwich by Max Staunch. Slam it down, 7-point game. Falcons still in the lead. Finkley goes to Underwood, swings it. Owens again, three-pointer. Little short, rebounded, trying to save it was Owens. Goes into the hands of Sharpsville. Staunch has Owens pick him up in the half court. James Thomas with the screen. Owens stays with him defensively. Shot knocked down. Here comes Underwood. No one in front of him. Coast to coast. Bucket miss, though, as an unfortunate and a rare miss for Underwood, especially with open lanes. Here comes the Blue Devils losing the handle on it into the hands of Sharpsville. Poked loose again. Sharpsville ball is lathered in Vaseline, it seems like, as another attempt, and it goes the other way this time. And it's going to be on Sharpsville. As calling it on James Thomas, just his first. As Owens with 2:13 to inbound to Vaughn. No pressure in that backcourt. As Finkley to Owens gives way to Vaughn. Under 2 minutes to play, three-pointer. Vaughn hits it again. Number 9 for the Falcons, 4 for Vaughn by himself. 18 points for Vaughn. 33-23, Fitch leading. Staunch now at that wing. Minute 35, avoids the steal from Underwood, keeps that dribble. Picks it up, kicks off now to that corner in Tedrow. Tedrow into the paint now, turnaround jumper, couldn't finish. James Thomas loses the handle on it, trying to gather it, wave the shot off, but a foul is called, and they call it on Joe Roth. Cecil Fidram checking back in. Minute 16 to go, first half of play. As the Blue Devils looking for another bucket, trying to trim this lead to single digits as far as the Falcons are concerned, but with a minute left, Fitch gets it back. Nice pass into Finkley, but couldn't finish it. Fidram tries to kick it out and couldn't quite do so. Looking to step in and avoided the pressure. Three-pointer was left short, getting the board. Second chance attempt doesn't fall. Third chance attempt now coming up for Sharpsville.
Roll hard, roll hard.
As Staunch tried to pass it out, goes out of bounds back to the Falcons. Finkley going to be inbounding, 26.8 in the half. 10-point lead for Fitch. They can hold for the last shot. Deshaun Vaughn bringing it up. He has 18 of the Falcons' 33. 12 seconds and ticking. As a roll of the ankle, though, for Deshaun Vaughn, as Vaughn rolling that left ankle, and now another Falcon down. We saw Sherwood go down. As Sherwood went down earlier with a left shoulder injury. Looks to be left ankle for Vaughn. We're going to take a break here, be back, get an injury update right after this.
I enjoy the fact that I come to work every day. I'm proud of what I do, and I go home to my family, and I set a good example for my children. And to see that I'm able to help someone in the situation that I might have been in, it makes me feel really good about it. Take your time, make sure you're comfortable, so that way when you leave here saying, I'm not only happy about the car, I'm satisfied with my experience. I'm completely satisfied. I'm Greg Fonda, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Welcome back in, everybody. Deshaun Vaughn Jr. walking off under his own power, going to go get checked on by the trainers, but promising to see him walking off of the court. It does leave the Falcons 4.9 seconds to try to get one more shot off, leading by 10. We'll see if they go into their offense. Owens has it, single dribble to Roth. Roth turnaround jumper, couldn't finish it. Rebound Staunch with the full court heave. Misses that one, and that'll do it. First half of play here as the Austintown Fitch Falcons, by way of the 3, 9 3-pointers in the first half for Fitch, has them leading 33-23. We have a short 10-minute break coming up for you guys here. YSNLive.com will be back, resuming the start of the third quarter. Ty Bartell will be back right after this.
Local teams are heating up the hardwoods, and you can keep up with all the action on and off the court with Five Guys Hoop News all season long on 21 Sports.
21 News.
Valley reaction. Why the police chief
expand reporters you trust.
Mahoning and Trumbull
Wilmington restaurant
recovering from a
telling
broken
more local stories.
A community in Niles
here in Youngstown, right
around our valley.
You're at the University of Dayton,
because you expect
a storybook ending for the Kennedy
this evening. That will push away as we go
more local news
in Mercer County
before they become life-threatening.
21 News, locally owned, locally connected.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring. And, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Coca's Pizza, always supporting our community and our local athletes. Stop in on game day or score big and have it delivered right to your door. Check out our daily specials at cocaspizza.com. That's Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
High-res Futurecast shows steady snow for the next few hours.
Still just downright cold.
It is bitter out there.
Several strong bands of lake effect snow.
Wind is kind of the big story today as well.
So if you need a more detailed winter forecast on WFMJ.com and the Storm Tracker 21 app.
As fine as the eye can see, the finest hardwoods from the finest trees. Made for your home and within your means, Baird Brothers will help fulfill your dreams. Let life and light come shining through in quiet morns. And heavy traffic, too. Find your easy-to-afford fine hardwood floors and doors and more at BairdBrothers.com.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. If we don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit WRSwealth.com. Good luck, athletes.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Welcome back, everybody, in here to Austintown Fitch High School. We have another 8 minutes of action in store for you at the start of the third quarter. Austintown Fitch leading by 10, 33-23. Good thing to see is that Sherwood back out onto the bench at least, and we also see Deshaun Vaughn Jr. return to play as well. Both of them suffering injuries. Of course, Sherwood with that looked like a left shoulder injury. Vaughn with the left ankle. Vaughn out there playing, and we presume Sherwood is too, but can't be too careful, of course, with the college offers to play football. You want to make sure you take care of him as well. As Owens getting that rebound. Nice tip and nice steal, but right back into the hands of Owens as Lindsay was able to swat it loose. Vaughn now, he had 18 points in that first half of play. Kick out, Fidrum hits the mid-ranger up and in, and for once, Falcons hit a 2 instead of a 3. Fitch hit 9 3-pointers in that first half. That is more than they have hit in any single game this season. Their most 3-pointers in a game at Howland with 8, and that was in the entirety of 4 quarters. As Max Staunch hears the word 3-pointer, and he says, let me get in on that as well, as he goes to a dozen on the night, cutting the Falcon lead to 9 with a 3-pointer of his own. Minute has burned off the clock here in this third quarter of play. Vaughn starting into his offense, kicks off to Underwood. Underwood back off to Owens. Owens hands off to Vaughn. Vaughn kicks off to Underwood. Underwood tries to go baseline. Kicks out to Roth. Now to Owens. Carter Owens. 3-pointer in and out. Cecil Fidrum goes to Vaughn. Vaughn out to Underwood. Underwood with the fake. The floater off the glass. Up and in with the score. 11 points is the lead. 37-26. As the other way, Sharpsville goes into Staunch. Goes into his dribble, rolls off a Roth, picked it up now, kicks out to the wing. Finding the quarter in James Thomas. James Thomas, double digits in that first half. James Thomas bumping bodies down low, and a foul that time. They're going to say offensive. It was the baseline official. He had the best look right there. He's the one calling it. Says a charge on Thomas. Thomas picks up his second foul. As we were saying, Thomas, 11 points for Sharpsville. Second highest on the team, right behind Staunch, who has 12 now. 3 of those coming into this quarter, though. As Underwood goes baseline, got by his man, shot is up, rides the glass, but could not find the mark of the bucket as the foul. Falcons swarmed Sharpsville after the rebound. Sharpsville gonna keep it. Inbounding gonna be Max Staunch. Falcons bringing in that full court press again. As they go to James Thomas, right back to Staunch. 5:50. Falcons by 11. Staunch with the dribble off the screen. Steps into a 3. Staunch too strong with the attempt. Rebounded by Fidrum. Goes out to Vaughn. Vaughn, full head of steam, runs to the other side of the court. Stops up at the wing out to Owens. Owens to Underwood. Underwood trying to create a seam of space. He found one, split the defense, rode the rim, couldn't finish. Rebounded by Max Staunch. Has Underwood on him. Staunch goes with his left, looks to kick out. Carter Owens was there to change the trajectory on that pass attempt as it goes out of bounds off of Owens' hands back to the Blue Devils. As Staunch finding James Thomas. He's matched up with Cecil Fidrum, getting some significant playing time here for Fitch. Starting into their dribble now. Brock Lindsay has Underwood on him. The handoff to Staunch. Staunch with Roth. Staunch steps up to that free throw line before he kicks out. Going baseline with the running shot attempt off the glass. Missed that one. Blue Devils missing it. Rebounded by Fitch. Here comes Carter Owens. The kickoff to Vaughn, and Vaughn able to keep a hold of it. Looking for a foul, nothing called there. Underwood goes baseline to kick out to Fidrum, knocked loose, out of bounds off of the hands of the Blue Devils. As Sharpsville had it for a second, went out of bounds with it, sent it back to Fitch, baseline. Both teams with a foul, both teams with 4 timeouts left. Fitch with an 11-point lead, 4:31 in the third. Carter Owens goes into Roth, steps up, shoulder jumper from Underwood, no good off the pass of Roth. 4:18 and ticking in the third. Staunch to Lenzy. Lenzy off of his left. Nice quick first move and a foul called on the Falcons as they're going to call that one on Vaughn. Brock Lenzy with a nice crossover right to left and a pretty quick one as that. He had a lane for a second. Falcons fouled him on the shot, or on the trip to the shot, did not give it in the shot attempt. Trying to get that ball fed to James Thomas, and Thomas, very tall competitor for the Blue Devils, but the pass intended stood about 8 foot tall as it goes out of bounds. They send it back to Fitch at 3:55. Owens, another three way downtown. Oh, he rattled it home. Owens with his 4th three-pointer of the night. Falcons have hit 10. Owens, 12 points. And that one came from way deep. As going for a defense there is Underwood, looking for the steal, reached on Lenzy and getting the call on him. Underwood picks up the foul. 3 fouls now for Fitch. As Sharpsville going to be inbounding on their side. Evan Saw-Lee checking in for Roth. As Thomas, James Thomas, starts into his dribble with Cecil Fidrum on him. As getting it out, now in to Campbell. Campbell off of a running hook. What a shot by Campbell. He finds the mark there, 40-28 now. Underwood gets it baseline, a seam for a second, had to back out, got tipped into the hands. Owens again, in and out it goes. Fidrum grabs the rebound, jump ball called, as able to grab a hold of it as Liam Campbell had the height advantage, grabbed it from behind. Alternating possessions and possession arrow, I should say, favoring Sharpsville. So the Blue Devils get it back. 3 minutes and ticking in the third. Lenzy switching now from right to left, kicks out. Tried to get it into that mid-range area as both teams fighting for the ball, trying to avoid the jump ball and a timeout being called. And they say timeout called before. You had an official right there next to the Sharpsville bench, one near the play. One was going to call for a jump ball, you see, but a timeout called first prior to. Timeout by Sharpsville. It's a full one. We'll take one as well. Be back right after this. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com. Don't go anywhere.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Welcome back, everybody, as we are here. 2:49 remaining in the third quarter of play. Fitch still leading by a dozen. Coming out of the timeout of Sharpsville, it's going to leave them with 3 left on the game, as Fitch on the other side with 4. Fitch committing 3 fouls, though, in this second half of play to this point. Sharpsville with just the 1. And it is going to be Blue Devil ball, as they called the timeout to avoid the jump ball and sending it back to Fitch. As trying to spin quickly off of it was James Thomas, and they say tipped by the Blue Devils. Send it back to the Falcons. 2:45, Fitch with the ball. Lenzy going to pick up Vaughn at the half court. Lenzy, the one pressuring ball, goes over to Owens. Owens tries to drive in. Nice pass to Saw-Lee, who finds the mark. Assist goes to Carter Owens. Bucket to Saw-Lee. 2:23. Here come the Blue Devils running it, picking up the pace a little bit, looking for the kick out to Thomas. James Thomas has it tipped loose, trying to go for it. What effort by Cecil Fidrum, as Fidrum has the effort, and the ball goes back to Sharpsville. As Fidrum was able to knock it loose, but a traveling violation after he was able to grab it loose. Send it, or keep it rather, with Sharpsville. Thomas off that spin move to get loose of Vaughn. Goes in on Fidram. The hook shot up, no good. Second chance attempt, no good, but a foul attached to it as Zach Tedrow will go to the free throw line for a pair. Chance to cut this deficit back down to a dozen. Colin Trontel going to be checking back in for Sharpsville. As Tedrow's first attempt left it a little flat on back iron. As we said, the check-in coming in for Trontel. Tedrow looking to go 1 of 2 at the line now. Second one, no good as well. Almost getting the offensive board, though, with Sharpsville. Coming out of it was Vaughn, but right into the hands of Campbell. Liam Campbell gets it out to Trontel. Trontel tried to pass it back out to Campbell. Vaughn gets fouled, it looks like, on the dribbling attempt. And yes, it is going to be on newly checked in Colin Trontel. It's just his first, team's second. Minute 51, Fitch keeps the ball on their half. As Vaughn kicks off, three-pointer. Owens again, in and out it goes. Owens hitting 4 triples earlier in this game. Almost a clean steal. Keep it with Sharpsville, though, as Underwood knocked it loose out of the hands of Trontel, but it went out of bounds. Marcel Finkley has checked in now for Fitch. He checks in for Carter Owens. As Thomas, spin move inside, got into some Falcons, spun his way into a trio of Falcons, but got a foul on the way up. Vaughn looking for a steal, and they call it on Vaughn. Vaughn picks up his second, 94 seconds, was not in the act of shooting. Sharpsville does keep the ball baseline. They go into Thomas. Thomas spins off, gets into some trouble. Shot is up, just left short, rebounded by Fidram. Vaughn now kicks off to the corner, baseline try, steps in for the mid-range, left it short, did Underwood. At a minute 15 now, Sharpsville looking for some points to end the quarter. The handoff, Staunch, turnaround three, oh, on the money. What a shot by Staunch. Back within 11 are the Blue Devils. Under 60 seconds in the third quarter of play, an 11-point game. Fitch with the ball, the lead. Kicks off to Underwood. Split the defense, went to Evan Sali on that pass. Sali has to go off to his left in Underwood. 20 seconds off of the remaining clock here in the third quarter. We're down to 35 and ticking now in the third. Sali to Fidram. Back to Sali, 30 seconds and ticking here in the third. Falcons step into a shot clock, or step into the shot. 20 seconds left on the clock, trying to save it out of bounds, and trying to save it. It was off of Sharpsville anyway, so just trying to keep possession there. Where the Blue Devils 19.6 in the third. Fitch still has possession. They're going to go to the backcourt and Deshaun Vaughn. Likely hold for the last shot of the quarter. Vaughn holding it right around that logo at half court. 10 seconds and ticking. Back to Vaughn. 6 seconds and ticking. Freshman Finkley gets it into Underwood. Underwood drives in, tries to split the defense, gets a foul on the shot attempt at 1.6. And I believe they call that one on James Thomas. And that is going to be number 3 at the end of 3. 1.6 remains on the clock. Couple free throws coming up for Underwood. Still with 1.6, if Sharpsville can secure it, they will be able to get off possibly a half-court shot if they can get there in time. We'll see if they elect to go for offense or just try to hold it. Lead now at a dozen as Underwood converts his first. Second one rims out, rebounded Staunch. Again, the football throw. Oh, he almost had it. Are you kidding me? Gets a look from his coach, and Staunch cannon for an arm. Oh my goodness, he found a mark, almost dropped it in. 43-31. We got a final 8 minutes coming up for you, fourth quarter. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com. Be back right after this.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Eight minutes it reads on the clock, and it is 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter here at the start of it, as Austintown Fitch leading Sharpsville, PA, 43-31 after 3 quarters of play. Scoring leaders for both teams on the Falcons side with 18, it is Deshaun Vaughn Jr. With 12, it is Carter Owens. On the other side, 15 points for Max Staunch and 11 for James Thomas. Fitch going to have the ball to start the fourth, as we got James Thomas, Max Staunch, Zach Tedrow, Colin Trontel, and Liam Campbell starting this fourth for Sharpsville. On the other side for the Falcons, Marcel Finkley, Carter Owens, Alan Underwood, Joe Roth, Deshaun Vaughn Jr. As a nice defense that time on Underwood. Time not on the Blue Devils' side, but they're looking to get into some offense, at least early on in this fourth quarter. Trying to get back into this one. James Thomas with the roll and the offensive foul, as Joe Roth able to draw the charge at 7:34, send it back to Fitch. As checking in, Brock Lindsay. As Vaughn with 7.5 brings it up. Vaughn rolls off the defense out to Finkley. Finkley at that shoulder to Underwood. Underwood creates a lane. Underwood, switches hands in midair to his left. Finishes the bucket. 45 points for Falcon offense. Sharpsville. The handoff back to Max Staunch. Showing his range earlier. Showing his arm as well with a couple of 4 full-court single-arm bombs, as Lindsay takes it with his right, gets in and lost the handle on it, goes out of bounds, they will say, off of Fitch. Keep it with Sharpsville. Inbounding baseline is going to be the Blue Devils and Staunch. Staunch goes the long way to Campbell. Back to Staunch. Staunch with Underwood on him. Step back three-pointer. Little too strong. Fight for the ball. Coming up with it. And a foul called. Not in the act of shooting. On the floor. But with that call, that was the last call that the Falcons had to give. Next one will put Sharpsville into the single bonus and result in 1-and-1 free throw opportunities up until 10 fouls. Inbounding against Staunch. Goes to Campbell. Campbell at that corner. Driving on Fidrum, creates some space, couldn't finish the shot. Fight for the ball up top. And it was Roth hitting the ground rather hard, as a tough physical game, as Roth getting right back on, right back up too. Not wasting any time. Puts the frames back on, and Roth walks it off too, wasting no time. They're going to sub in Evan Sali, give him a break, but the Falcons getting the ball back. 6 fouls committed for Fitch, 5 on the other side for the Blue Devils. Sharpsville has 3 timeouts left. Fitch still with 4. 6:33 remains in this game. Vaughn bringing it up. And Deshaun Vaughn and a little bit of questioning from both coaching sides on the officials on that call right around half court as Coach Beanie, the one taking the timeout. 6:24, leaves both teams with 3. We'll take a timeout as well. Be back right after this.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a
Right back here without a moment to waste. 6:24, Fitch with the ball coming out of their timeout. Both teams with 3, and a push this time called on Colin Trontel. As Trontel and the Blue Devils pick up number 6. Both teams 1 away from the single bonus. Owens to inbound. He'll go to the backcourt and getting it to Vaughn. 6:15 and ticking. Vaughn goes to the hole. Couldn't finish from the backside. Fidrum cleans it up, though, with the offensive board and bucket. Second chance points for him. 16 is the lead for Fitch. Looking for that pass. Went through the hardwood to get it to Lindsay. Lindsay now back out. Trontel. Nice pass. Feed inside. Trying to get it out, and a foul called. And now it's a 1-and-1 opportunity. Free throws the rest of the way for the Blue Devils until the end of this quarter, as that is number 7 for Fitch. 1-and-1 free throw attempts until 10, then it's 2 free throw attempts for every defensive foul. Stepping to the line now, Zach Tedrow for a 1-and-1 opportunity at 5:54. And we've seen a few teams, even this year as well, work their way back into games after they've gotten themselves into a bonus. Making your free throws is a big part and a big factor into that as they sink the first one. Bring it back down to 15. As Tedrow goes 1 of 1, goes looking to go 2 of 2 now at the line. And a perfect clip for him. Trims it back down to 14 for Sharpsville. James Thomas checking back in for Sharpsville. As looking to inbound is Fitch. Carter Owens goes to Fidrum. Fidrum goes to Owens. Back now to Underwood. Underwood guarded by Lindsay. Out to Sawley. Sawley finding Fidrum now to Owens. Good closeout defense right now, at least on the perimeter by Sharpsville. 9 threes in that first half as the attempt by Underwood, no good. Rebounded by Sharpsville. Full court press this time goes to Thomas. Thomas kicks to that corner. Corner drive. Shot is up. Waved off. And the foul is called, though, this time. This time it's called on number 21, Cecil Fidrum. Another couple free throws, well, at least a 1-and-1 coming up for Sharpsville as Max Staunch stepping to the line. And like we said, teams can work their way back into this one. Even if they're not shooting the best from the field, you just got to be able to hit free throws and create fouls as Staunch continues the trend. 3 in a row now for Sharpsville. Brings them 3 points closer. Baker's dozen is the deficit. Make it an even dozen now as a 2-for-2 trip in the 1-on-1 opportunity for Staunch. Oh, full head of steam from Vaughn as he got it across half court. He's going to set up now for a half-court set. Lindsay is guarding. Vaughn trying to get himself loose, goes into the hole, shot up, and he was able to drip that one in, an even 20 for Vaughn. As whistle blown, and I believe they're sending it back to the Falcons. Out of bounds call on Sharpsville. Fitch to inbound at 4:53. It's Evan Saw-Lee that's going to be inbounding. Goes to Carter Owens. The handoff in the backcourt to Vaughn, now out to Roth. Roth goes to Vaughn. Vaughn trying to get off the defense. Vaughn goes baseline all the way, kicks out. Roth, mid-ranger. left short, rebounded Staunch. Staunch full head of steam shot attempt, whistle blown at the end of it as Roth gonna commit the foul, send Staunch to the line, I believe, for 2 free throws. No, 1 and 1. They do not call it in the act of shooting, but that is foul number 9 for Fitch. Next one is gonna put the Sharpsville Blue Devils into the double bonus, and that would, of course, result in 2 free throws on every defensive foul, and that would help out a lot more in trying to trim into this deficit as Underwood at 4:18 now with the ball. Great defense by Sharpsville here in the second half. You want to mention 9 3-pointers in the first half for Fitch, held them to just 1 so far here in the second. As whistle blown, and they're going to wave it off. This time they call the foul on Colin Trontel, and now Fitch in the single bonus. So free throws coming up for Vaughn. He'll have a 1 and 1 attempt now. As Vaughn clips the first one. Has 21 points now on the night. And that second one rattles home as well. 22 for Vaughn. Halfway through the fourth, final 4 minutes to go. As Sharpsville looking to get it back in. James all the way up. James Thomas with another bucket. Back within 14, Thomas. Now with a baker's dozen, 13 on the night. Vaughn looking to respond, goes inside. What a move by Vaughn, and a foul on the other end of it. And it's going to be on James Thomas, is who they call it. Baseline official called that one. And it's going to send Vaughn to the line for 1 and 1 again. Number 8 called. And that is number 5 for Thomas, and that puts him out of the game. As that one, first one clipped in, 23 now for Vaughn. Leading by 15 now, Fitch. Vaughn taking his second attempt, and he splashes home his second attempt. 24 points now for the young sophomore here of the Falcons. Quickly into their offense, Sharpsville. Trying to drive baseline, and that one, the whistle blown, and it goes back to the Falcons. As Owens, the one going to be inbounding. Goes the quarterback pass, trying to get Underwood. Underwood has a hold of it, dribbles out into Vaughn. Vaughn with the reverse layup, and another foul as Tedrow, the one that picks this one up, as Vaughn will go to the line for another 1 and 1 attempt. Both teams with 9 fouls, both teams 1 away from the double bonus now. 3:19 to go in the game. That one clips home as Vaughn making a load of his free throws here. He has 25 now on the night. That second one rims out, rebounded though by Fitch. Over to Underwood, gives to Vaughn. Vaughn, oh, the step back 3-point attempt, couldn't splash it home. Rebounded though, was in the hands of Carter Owens, goes out of bounds off of him, back to Sharpsville. Staunch gets it to Trontel. Trontel down the sideline, stops up. Dribbles now with his right into the lane, puts up a shot to the ground and inbounded, rebounded by Roth. Over to Underwood. Underwood open look from distance, couldn't clip it home. Rebounded by Campbell. 2:45. Campbell goes over to Staunch, knocked loose. Gets it out now to Vaughn. Vaughn all the way with the bucket. 27 for him. Timeout, full timeout called by Coach Beanie and the Falcons. We'll take one of our final timeouts as well here on ysnlive.com. Ty Bartell going to be back right after this.
Jimmy Sutton here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Fourth quarter of play, 56-37 lead for the Austintown Fitch Falcons, 2:37 remaining in it. Both teams have 3 timeouts left. Both teams also 1 foul away from being in the double bonus as they're both sitting in the single bonus, 9 fouls apiece for both teams. Coming out of the timeout, Sharpsville gonna have the ball. And bringing it up, Lindsay. Lindsay gets stopped up, goes inside, back out. Now, what a cut there, but couldn't finish it. Trontel tried to get it, and it goes out of bounds, and I believe they send it back to Fitch. Owens to be inbounding for Fitch. Will go the distance again to Vaughn. Vaughn up and in again. Attach the and one on top of it. He'll have 29 with an opportunity to get 30. Lindsay, the one that gets called for it. Vaughn will step to the line, 2:23. As Vaughn with his and one opportunity left it short. A 1 point short of a 30-point game for Vaughn as he has 29. Lindsay, nice moves to get inside. Kicks it back out to Staunch. Staunch with the 3. Around the rim it goes, trying to save it out of bounds, and it goes out of bounds off of the Falcons. Keep it. Or keep it with Sharpsville as Vaughn checks out. A little upset he didn't get to the 30-point game, but still 29 points on the night for him. Very, very good performance for DeJean Vaughn Jr. as he's the game's leading scorer, and he'll finish his night with 29. 2 minutes and ticking. Staunch has the ball. Off the tip, he backs up now. As Staunch switches quickly to his left, feeds to Campbell. Campbell with his right, straight bully ball, puts a shot up. Couldn't finish it though, Campbell. Fights for that rebound again as it goes out of bounds. They'll keep it with Sharpsville. Minute 37 left, checking in for the Falcons as they got group substitution now, as Finkley is in there, as well as Kylan Foster, who has checked in. Dylan Hunter is in there as well. Full timeout being called by the Sharpsville Blue Devils, and this will be our final timeout of the game as we have a minute 37 left on the clock. 21 points lead for the Falcons, and we will be right back.
Mill Creek Metro Parks invites you to join them for a second season of Youth Deck Hockey, July 16th through August 27th. 8, 11, 14, and 17U players. Register now for 6 Saturday games and 1 scheduled practice each week at the Wick Recreation Area. Registration for the Adult League is also now being accepted. Sign up now and don't miss your chance to play deck hockey. Call today or visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Welcome back, everybody. We got 97 seconds left in this one. Sharpsville going to have the ball out of the timeout, and it leaves them and Fitch both with 2 apiece. Fitch in the double bonus. Sharpsville 1 foul away, but Fitch holding on to a 21-point advantage right now. Inbound into Tedrow. Tedrow A handoff to Toth. And Maddox O'Neill. Some substitutions too, as we said. Drew Toth, Maddox O'Neill, Luke Staunch as well, checking in for Sharpsville. Turnaround jumper, nice find for Zach Tedrow. To get a bucket, get it back under 20. At 1:05, Falcons can look to burn clock away and come away with a victory. Dribble in, free throw line jumper, no good. Tipped back into the hands. Kylan Foster has it. Foster puts up the shot, but a traveling violation is called on Foster. At 55.4, send it back to Sharpsville. As 50 seconds and ticking here in this game. Sharpsville gets it top of the key, 3 for the Blue Devils. That one misses the mark, out of bounds it goes, and they'll keep it, or send it back to Fitch rather. Finkley inbounds, and now 40 seconds. Falcons need to tick off of the clock to come away with win number 6 on the season. And that one was tipped loose by Sharpsville on the way up by Finkley. Second chance attempt, no good either. And a fight for the ball ends up in Sharpsville's hands. 22 seconds and ticking. Blue Devils looking to run one more possession here. Stopped up in the corner looking for the pass into Tedrow, and the foul on the entry pass. And it is going to be 2 free throw attempts for Zach Tedrow at 16.3 as the Blue Devils have entered into the double bonus. First free throw attempt, no good for Tedrow. Now looking to go 1 of 2 at the line. Second one finds the mark. And at 16.3, Falcons can just look to burn the clock here a bit, as crossing the court is Finkley. Finkley gives way to Fidrum, 5 seconds and ticking, and the final seconds tick away off the clock, and the Austintown Fitch Falcons are going to come away winners today by a final score of 58-40. As player of the game, I think easy pick for Deshaun Vaughn Jr., as he had 29 points on his effort tonight. The win for Fitch sends them to 6-13 on the year. The loss for Sharpsville sends them to 3-14. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of YSN Live Basketball. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who were able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance tonight. To our GM, Steve Leslie, who with his work with Bobstein Park Baseball, YSU Football, and YSNLive.com, entirety of the Mahoning Valley and YSN would not know what to do without Steve Leslie, and so we thank him. Both teams will be in action again next week, as Sharpsville will be hosting Bethel Park Monday, February 14th at 7:30. Fitch travels to Struthers Tuesday, February 15th at 7 p.m. I'd like to also thank our Fitch students for helping out today in tonight's broadcast. Ariana Zura, Lizzie Neff, and Seth George all helped out in producing tonight's game and got you all those great camera angles and all the action of tonight's contest. But most importantly, to all of you who tuned in and helped support these kids, schools, and communities, you guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about, and so we thank you. If you're tuning in from the Sharpsville, PA area supporting the Blue Devils, getting your first taste of YSN, we welcome you in and say hello. If you're right here in Austintown supporting your Falcons, we of course say hello and welcome into you. Or wherever you may be in high school basketball, this is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.